नमस्कार. आज नमस्कारपासून सुरुवात का केली? कारण आज आपल्याला सूर्यनमस्कार शिकायचा आहे. I was little skeptical about teaching Surya Namaskar because Surya Namaskar isn't a moderate exercise and मी सांगितलं होतं तुम्हाला सुरू करण्याच्या आधी की आत्ता जेव्हा आपण कर्फ्यू किंवा लॉकडाऊन पिरियडमध्ये एक्सरसाइज करतोय तेव्हा आपल्याला एक्सरसाइज हे मॉडरेट लेवलला ठेवायचे असतात. कारण की जर इंटेन्स एक्सरसाइज केला तर त्याच्यानंतर 3 ते 6 तास तुमचा इम्युनिटी सप्रेस्ड झालेली असते. त्यामुळे त्यावेळेला तुम्हाला इन्फेक्शन्स तुम्हाला अटॅक करू शकतात. त्यामुळे आपल्याला मॉडरेट ठेवायचा होता. त्यामुळे मी सूर्यनमस्कार घ्यायचा नाही घ्यायचा त्याच्याबद्दल आय वॉजंट व्हेरी शुअर. But then I got lot of questions around Surya Namaskar and lot of people had queries about Surya Namaskar. So I decided let's do it. So what I will do, I will explain you every asana or pose. Today we will do the higher level asanas and tomorrow onwards I will try to break those asanas down for people for whom those particular asanas aren't very easy. You can keep following the sessions tomorrow onwards and I will take 1 or 2 asanas and I will give you a lower version of it. Why it is so important? Because like so many of you do Surya Namaskar na sabko lagta hai ki yaar easy to do, but if you know somebody who does a perfect Surya Namaskar, that person will tell you that Surya Namaskar is a very complete exercise on its own. So for example, we talk about strength and conditioning, we talk about cardiorespiratory fitness, we talk about stability, we talk about mobility, we talk about breathing, we talk about meditation and stress release. So Surya Namaskar is a beautiful exercise or a beautiful practice which combines everything together. तो अगर ये इतना पोटेंट और इतना अच्छा एक्सरसाइज है तो उसको बहुत ध्यान से करना भी जरूरी है, क्योंकि कोई भी चीज पोटेंट जब होती है, पोटेंट मतलब जो बहुत ही असरदार है, तो अगर आप उसको गलत तरीके से करेंगे तो वो बहुत हार्म भी कर सकती है. तो इसलिए वी आर गोइंग टू गो स्टेप बाय स्टेप. बिफोर वी स्टार्ट, 3 things I'm going to tell you about Surya Namaskar which you absolutely need to follow. First thing, you will not start your Surya Namaskar without warming up. ये हमारे जनरेशन में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि हमारा लाइफस्टाइल इतना सिडेंटरी है, हम इतना टाइम बैठ के निकालते हैं और ड्यू टू लॉन्ग सिटिंग वी हैव सो मच ऑफ स्टिफनेस that suddenly if you get up in the morning and start doing Surya Namaskar, you will just end up pulling one or the other muscle. So always and always warm up. Second thing, most important thing, again similar to warm up, you are going to cool down after the Surya Namaskar. So in cool down routine, you can do the other stretches depending upon which area of your body is tight. So use all those stretches and just sit down, or you can go to just simple deep breathing kind of exercise and cool down, or you can go to Shavasana, stay there for like 2 to 3 minutes, relax your entire body and then start other work. Like suddenly from Surya Namaskar completely energized, don't suddenly go and start doing other things. Okay. Third and most important thing, this applies to all the exercises including Surya Namaskar, is don't cheat and don't show off. You are not exercising for anyone else, so please don't cheat, because Surya Namaskar, I told you, it challenges your flexibility, mobility as well as your strength. So it will tell you, okay, this is the area where your flexibility is less or mobility can be improved, or this is the area where you're lacking strength. So please take that feedback from that exercise and utilize to get better at it, and in general get better fitness. Don't just cheat, क्योंकि चीट करने से प्रॉब्लम एक तो ये होगा कि आपको कभी पता ही नहीं चलेगा कि आपके अंदर वीकनेस कहाँ पे है. दूसरी चीज, अगर आप चीट करोगे ना तो यू विल जस्ट एंड अप कॉम्प्रोमाइजिंग द फॉर्म समहाउ, कि किसी ने बोला कि जाके आपको हाथ जमीन को लगाने हैं, और अगर है नहीं उतनी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी हैमस्ट्रिंग और काफ मसल में, so you will just bend your lower back and try to just get into that position which instead of helping you will harm you. So don't cheat and don't show off. ये कोई भी एक्सरसाइज में हमेशा याद रखना, डोंट चीट डोंट शो ऑफ. ओके, विद दैट लेट्स फर्स्ट स्टार्ट विद द वार्म अप. वी आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद स्टेशनरी जॉगिंग. We are going to be in stationary jogging for 30 seconds. Let's quickly get into step touches. Let's open hips. So I'm keeping my pelvis and core engaged, and I'm just kicking out, and then I'm going to kick back. I'm just trying to open my hips and activate them for the practice. Let's do 5 on each side. Beautiful, other side. Engage your core. So don't kick like this. Engage your core and only lift from your hips. I'm going to go into forward lunge. So we do this stretch for iliopsoas muscle, which is in your groin region. So I told you that before you start any workout or exercise, you don't do static or long holding kind of stretch. So I'm going to do this stretch dynamically. Every single time I try to sink little bit more, I'm trying to open my iliopsoas. Wonderful. Let's open our back. Some can openers. Let's go up and down. Other side. I'm taking my one hand up and one hand down. Again, I'm trying to open my shoulder capsule. I'm trying to open my back. Because Surya Namaskar really challenges the flexibility of your upper back. So let's first get it all mobile. Neck rotations. If you have tight calves like me, you can also try opening your calves and hamstring complex before starting. Try to go a little bit more deep with every repetition. Wonderful. Let's go step by step. So there are total 12 steps to Surya Namaskar. 7 asanas if we don't count Pranamasana. And then the repetition of the asanas to finish the one round. Also, most important thing to understand is doing Surya Namaskar on left side is or right side or one side is considered half of your round. Okay. So one on left, one on right makes one single Surya Namaskar. So if you are saying you are doing 12 Surya Namaskar, you have to do 12 on your left side and 12 on your right side. Okay. Let's do starting from Pranamasana. This is like the most simple one. Everything else starts getting difficult after this. So Pranamasana, most important thing, keeping your legs joined. Okay. Keep your legs closed. Balance your body. Tuck your navel, shoulder blades in back pocket, tuck your chin. Stand erect. Join your hands in front of your chest. Look straight. So we are saying Namaskar. So we are showing gratitude. From this asana, we are going to go into Hasta Uttanasana. What it means is we are going to raise our hands above towards the sky. So people do it differently. Some people take from Pranamasana, they keep their hands joined and take the hands up. Some people keep their palms facing each other and bring them straight up. Or some people just take their hands straight up. I am fine, whichever variation you like, you can do that. Important thing is not really hand here. Important thing is When we are going back, we are going to extend our spine back. So to avoid any injury to spine, you have to squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your glutes. So when you are taking your hands straight up and bending back, so when I'm bending back, I'm bending from my spine, I'm also taking my head back. So if I don't engage my glutes, then I will extend my spine too much, and we know we have to protect our lower back. So squeeze your glutes. This will also activate your gluteus maximus and keep that muscle strong. Let's do Hasta Uttanasana. When you are going to bring your hands up, you are going to breathe in through your nose. Beautiful. The next asana or the next pose is, from this position I am going to go down into Padahastasana. Padahastasana means hinging from your hip. I am saying hinging from your hip. I am not saying bend from your back. Remember, I am repeating, hinge from your hip. Don't bend from your back. Okay. So let's do it. I am going to exhale through my nose as I go down. Hinging from your hip. Slowly take your hands down towards the ground. If you are very flexible, try to touch your palms on the ground. Otherwise, whatever part of your palm is touching, that is also fine. Here also people do multiple variations. Some people hold back of their legs and try to touch their forehead to their knees. Okay, so this is the place where some of you can cheat. Okay, because of long sitting, all of us have tight hamstring and tight calf. So don't cheat. Whichever level you can reach, stay there. Okay. And if then you are restricted, you can slightly bend your knees. But always remember, if you are bending your knees, as you do multiple repetitions, you will hold this position and try to extend your knees slightly. So for example, you are here, you are restricted. So in this position, you will try to extend your knees. You will start feeling lot of pain at the back of your leg. Hold that for 5 to 10 seconds and open your calves and hamstrings. And then with every repetition, try to open your knees more and more. Fine? Okay, so we are now into Padahastasana. From this asana, I am going to take any one leg back. So I am going to start with my left leg back. So I am going to take it back. I am going to keep my right knee at 90 degree. Ashwa Sanchalanasana. I am going to keep my hands down, look up and try to open my chest and my upper back. Whatever range I have. Okay, so important thing here, don't take your knee in and out just to get into the position. If you have the restriction, which restriction you will have? Iliopsoas. So the groin area will be very, very tight. So don't try to cheat by taking your knee in and out or just letting this leg go in any different direction. Instead, if you are restricted here, stay here. Feel the stretch in your groin area. Hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. Let the tightness release. Okay. Some people do it by keeping their knee down and pointing their toes back. This is slightly easier. So whichever you find possible, do that one. Only important thing is, if you are feeling stretch in your groin area, don't compensate. Instead, hold that stretch and release it. Okay. So now we are into Ashwa Sanchalanasana. From this, I am going to go into plank position. I am going to take the other leg back as well, and I am going to plank position. This asana has different names. People call it by different names. Basically, it is just the plank position. Some people call it Santulanasana. Important thing to remember here is aligning your spine. So tuck your chin, shoulder blades in back pocket, abs engage, glutes squeezed in. Okay. Now the most important part in Surya Namaskara, the actual Namaskar, Ashtanga Namaskar. So the name says Ashtanga Namaskar. What it means is 8 parts of your body should touch the ground. Okay? Which are these 8 parts? So you are already on your toes. So 2 toes, 2 knees. Okay? So two hands will be on the ground. So that makes 6. Now 2 parts which are most important to understand is your chest and your forehead. So it says Padau, Hastau, Janunidve, Urashchatha, Lalatakam. So 8 parts. So obviously you are not going to drop. I will show you from plank position. Observe how I am dropping. From my plank position, I am taking my knees down. Then I put my chest down. Then I put my forehead down. My stomach is off the ground. My stomach is off the mat. Okay. Here also people do 2 different variations. People sometimes do, depending upon which school of yoga they are following. They do this and they touch their chin instead of forehead. Okay. So now from the biomechanics and science of exercise, we all know that most of us have rounded shoulders and always have their chin open like this so that they can look forward. So अगर आप ये पोजीशन में थ्रू आउट द डे है तो फिर से इस पोजीशन को प्रैक्टिस करना सेंस नहीं मेक करता है. टच योर फोरहेड, ललाटकम. ठीक है, ललाटक मतलब होता है फोरहेड. तो फोरहेड को टच कीजिए, टक योर चिन. दैट विल हेल्प यू फिक्स योर फॉरवर्ड हेड. अदरवाइज सारे एक्सरसाइज में आप ये करते रहोगे जिसको मैं बोलती हूँ चिकन पैकिंग. यू आर डूइंग लैटरल पुल डाउन, every time you pull you do this. तो ये फिक्स करना है तो यूज योर फोरहेड. सो लेट्स डू अष्टांग नमस्कारा फ्रॉम प्लैंक पोजिशन. होल्ड द प्लैंक. when you are doing ashtanga namaskara you also have to hold your breath. So if you are someone who has high blood pressure or cardiac problems, don't do it right now. Instead message me, let's first talk and then you can practice Surya Namaskara with the guidelines I give you. Ashtanga Namaskara. From this asana I am going to inhale and lift my upper body in Bhujangasana. So I am lifting from my navel up. Okay? Bhujangasana. You can keep your toes like this or point them back. If people also do it, and also I like doing it because it is more challenging, is to come in Bhujangasana like this, knees off the ground. But if you are starting just now, just point your toes back, lift from your belly button up and inhale through your nose. Okay? Bhujangasana. From this I am going to go into Parvatasana. Parvatasana means I am going to push my hips towards the ceiling. My legs and my hands will be on the ground. Try to push your heels into the ground and try to look down as much as you can. So now if you again have tight calves, your heels will not be completely on the ground. So what people sometimes do is suddenly, quickly they just bring their legs forward and push their heels down. Okay, that way you will feel that you are having enough mobility or flexibility, but at the same time you are ignoring the fact that your calves and hamstrings are tight. So instead of just taking your legs forward and touching your heels, try to stay in that position and use it as an opportunity to increase the length of your calf by pushing your heel in the ground. Okay? From Parvatasana, I am going to take now again the left leg in between my palms, 90 degree, look up, Ashwasanchalanasana. Feel the stretch in your right groin now. Okay, bring your leg in, right leg also in, Padahastasana. Again, this is an opportunity for you to increase the length of your hamstrings and calves. So if you are here, open your legs, open your knees. Try to keep them as straight as possible. Again, driving through your hips. Come up in Hasta Uttanasana and Pranamasana. Okay? So we are going to do only 3 Surya Namaskar, which means 3 on this, 3 on that. कधी कधी याला लोक 6 सूर्य नमस्कार म्हणतात, पण त्याला 3 सूर्य नमस्कार, because one left one right makes one entire cycle. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can put those in comments, and whenever I get to see, I will answer. So now, important thing, simple rule, every time in any asana you open your chest, you are going to breathe in through your nose. And when you are doing the opposite, the closing of your chest, you are going to breathe out again through your nose. Only asana where you hold your breath in is Ashtanga Namaskar. If that is too tough, in plank position, take one deep breathe in and breathe out, and then go into Ashtanga Namaskar. Let's do it together. 3 Surya Namaskar, Pranamasana, Hasta Uttanasana, drive through your hips, Padahastasana, keep your left leg where it is and take your right leg back, Ashwa Sanchalanasana, Santulanasana, Ashtanga Namaskara, Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, Ashwa Sanchalanasana, Padahastasana, Hasta Uttanasana, Pranamasana. Wonderful. Now I will just tell you the asanas, and I will tell you when to breathe in and breathe out, because when I am doing, I cannot really tell you to breathe in and breathe out. So I will tell you for one repetition. I will give you the instructions. Follow my instructions. Bring your legs close together. Stand in upright posture. Join your hands in front of your chest. Take deep inhale and deep exhale. Pranamasana. Now take your hands straight up. Squeeze your hips. Extend your spine back as much as possible. Take a deep breath in during the practice. Hasta Uttanasana. Slowly breathing out, bend from your hips. Try to touch ground with your hand. Try to take your forehead towards your knee. Padahastasana. Bring your left leg out. 90 degree in your right leg. Hands on the ground. Look up. Extend your upper back. Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Take other leg back. Get into high plank position. Keep your spine aligned. Chin tucked in. Engage your core, shoulder blades in back pocket. Kumbhakasana. While doing Kumbhakasana, you will breathe out. Now hold your breath out. Let's go to Sashtanga Namaskar. Drop your knees, chest, forehead on the ground. Surrender to Mother Earth. Now breathe in and get into Bhujangasana. Look up, lift your upper body starting from your belly button. Take a deep breathe in. Now push your hips towards the ceiling, lift them towards the ceiling, breathe out, get into mountain pose or Parvatasana. Now whichever leg you took back first, bring the same leg in between your palms, look up, try to open your chest, Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Slowly breathe out and bring both your legs in, hands on the ground, Pada Hastasana. Slowly breathing in, raise your arms up, Hasta Uttasana. Slowly breathe out and come back to prayer pose. Beautiful. 2 more rounds without talking. Only focus on your body and your form. Don't worry about what is going around you. Let's cool down. Slowly sit down. You can sit cross-legged or you can get into Padmasana or half Padmasana. 5 breathe ins and out. 5 minutes, 5 counts to breathe in. 10 counts to breathe out. Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your mouth.